So, I don't know, maybe a good question to start with is, how long has Legacy actually been around? Since that light bulb was turned on top of your head.
Legacy Baits, the idea of my own bait company, I suppose, started 2011. I was toying with the idea early 2011. That's you know, a good friend of mine, Mark, who was pushing for me to do it, and you know, and he supported me. And, you know, the Z Mix had already pretty much proven itself as a bait. To be honest, you know, it's surpassed my expectations. I put it together for my own personal use.
From toying with the idea to starting it up, you of course had the Z Mix in your mind already. What was the first bait you made commercially available to the public then?
Well, first bait ready that was available to the public was the Z Mix banana and plum. And the good thing is, every bait that I've done, it's been has done me a personal best. Yeah, no point in scrimping on quality. Just no point. You know, I've got recipes from other bait companies that I've managed to acquire, as you do in the industry, and some of it I wouldn't feed to a goldfish. You know, each to their own, obviously, and stuff. But it's important to realise that you're not trying to imitate what they naturally feed on. You know, all the insects, all, you know, water larvae, your different weeds, your different silts, you know, and the reality is that you're making, you know, the boilie has become the most natural, unnatural food source to
A lot of
the fish in the country. You know, it's one of them food sources that has become, like I say, second food source to naturals.
Yeah. I mean, people note on your Facebook page, on the Legacy Baits page, and your own personal account, they call you Buddha. Now, why is that, Mike?
My brother.
Your brother?
My brother.
Right.
Yeah, my brother is a character. My brother Neil is, he's one of the funniest guys when he wants to be. Be a grumpy bugger sometimes, but no, he is proper funny. He does great impressions and stuff, and he has nicknames for people. He has nicknames. Being my brother, he was going, he ain't heavy, he's my Buddha, and that's where it sort of came from, you know, and so yeah, that's where it sort of come from.
From the baits and from the fishery, you know, you've done brilliantly here. Or you guys have done brilliantly here. But what made you choose Hinderclay?
Hinderclay is where it all started. If I'm honest, that's where it all started. It's a well-run for it. It has Reed Pool, New Lake, Florence, Lake William, Willow Lake, Spring Lake. And I'm probably forgetting another lake that's here, but the complex is designed for pleasure to match fishing and carp anglers. You know, if you want to come down and sort of catch, you know, 5 or 6 carp during the day, and they give you proper hard fighting, as you've seen yourself.
Oh.
Some of these fish have given us absolute runarounds, and when you get them on the bank, hell, you know, as you know, you've got footage of a well-timed slap on the back of the head by one of the fish's tails of trying to control it. And but you know, when you get a fishery run like this, you know, it just drags you to here, and this is where we all started.
Yeah, so, you know, you've turned up, you see a few fish roll out, you've chosen to swim, know your distance obviously. You put out loads, you put out a few, put out none.
Day ticket water, you find your fish, and PVA bag. I always fish a PVA bag, you know, depending how busy it is, maybe 5, maybe 10 in the bag, nothing too big. Put it out there, just see what you know, what you've got out there. You don't want to be sitting there putting a marker float out in the middle of on a day session, you know. Once the fish are feeding, every time you have a fish, add more.
Yeah.
You know, and just sort of keep it going in. As long if you get the fish feeding here, what I've done is I've used hemp. If you've got not hardly any nuisance feeds, hemp is brilliant. Hemp is a superb bait, whether you use a bit of chili hemp or whether you use normal hemp. cook it up. The way I cook it for 2 hours. You see it was like butter on top of it, lovely.
Yeah.
You know, and that's how hemp should be cooked. You know, I cook it for 2 hours. People say, oh, that's too long. You don't need to do it for that long. Well, I do. And it works well for me.
You can smell it down the swim.
Yeah, you can smell it. Yeah, exactly. You know.
But finally, if someone, you know, people have seen the results, felt it no better proof of the bait, how would they contact you? What's the best way?
Right, well, we have a website, www.legacybaits.co.uk. The mobile number is on there, the business line is on there, the contact number is on there. We tend to not sell via the website anymore. We used to sell sort of buy now and everything else like that. Customers like a bit of personal, you know, personal care, and they want to talk to someone over the phone. If I'm not available, leave a message. I will ring you back. You know, because that's what customer care is all about. But yeah, our Facebook group, you know, we're on Twitter, which you're kindly going to be looking after for me. We fish I've not fished it yet, but we supply like a lake at Oxborough Fisheries. We supply the legacy plum there, and the lads and the anglers that have been using the plum there have been doing really well, and you know, some PBs being done and stuff like that. Darren at Burcastle Fisheries. Another one we supply the legacy dumbbells, the plum and the banana to. You know, very well run water, and some lovely fish to be had in there as well. What about you, Adam? How have you felt this has gone?
Oh, well, you know how I feel about how this session has gone. I've been blown away with the bait, the hospitality, the testers, cracker team we've got, and the fishery.
Yeah, the fishery.
Lovely.
Where the first sort of real batches of Z-Mix plum was really used, and to be fair, we absolutely hammered the place, and it's good to be back. It's kind of a bit nostalgic. We've fished here a long time, over a period of sort of 5-6 months, and I don't want to sound like I'm bragging, but we had over 600 fish landed that year, and that was the total fish count on this on the legacy plum. Weighed it yet, but I should imagine it's about sort of £15. Another one today. Really long common. Very angry again. Alright, then you're going to behave yourself to me again. No, ow, there we are, thank you. Ah, what? Oh, that proper cool whip, mate.
I'm going to feel like a bit of a midget here, aren't I?
You are compared to sitting here.
Oh, look at this thing. What is this, eh?
This
This is
is,
the hotel, as we've called it.
well,
Unbelievable. It's crazy. Yeah, we've just done a chat with Mike and everything, but how long have you been with Legacy?
my God. Basically from the start, to be honest.
Yeah.
I've known Michael a lot of years. We've been good friends. We used to live together, basically.
How did Mike say,
Well, we
Stephen,
used
I
to-
want you on board, kind of thing?
We first off, when he first started, he literally used to come down to mine, and we used to go in the back garden and cook up bait in bits and pieces. And he asked me if I wanted to be a field tester, and I said, well, why not? I've obviously been using his baits. I've still got a favourite at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Which is the Z-Mix banana. So yeah, I mean, it's been, to be honest, it's been very good fun.
Yeah.
You know, I met new people. I met yourself, which I've never met before. It's a pleasure to obviously meet yourself. Also, Kev and Bex.
Yeah.
You know, it's
if there's one bait, it's gotta be.
It's got to be
Z
legacy
mix.
boats.
Yeah,
It has to be legacy boats, because I mean, from where I started to now, I mean, the fish that I've, you know, had through the years, it's definitely done me some good, and I definitely highly recommend legacy boats to anybody at the end of the day.
Oh yeah.
So, yeah.
Lovely jubbly. Right. Thank you, Stephen.
Been a
Sorry
pleasure.
to creep up on you, but
No,
it had
no
to be done.
No problem at all. Even though the boys tried to put me off, to be honest. Caught on a plum at the Hinderclay. What do we weigh?
That was 21.1 on the scales. We've
On
got
the
to take the string
scales.
off, so it's about 18, I'd say, maybe a bit more.
Yeah.
Beautiful common though, isn't it?
Fantastic comment.
Lovely, £16 common. How about that, Adam? That's nice, isn't it? Hey boys, what do you reckon? Yeah? Dad's bait good, is it? Yeah, you sure?
There we go, should be able to see her in the light now. Beautiful.
Oh, cracking fish, Josh.
She's about 18, 19 pound, mint mouth, perfect.
Right, so we're on our fourth day here, and I have Kev, one of our promoters for Legacy. Him and myself, we're sort of quite keen on our photography and getting things right when we bag a biggie, as it were.
Do like to catch fish every now and again. Yeah.
Yeah, but the important thing is getting good.
Getting good photography. Because
Yeah.
if you got a bad photograph, you haven't really got the memory to show other people.
Exactly.
So
Yeah. Last thing you want is a fingerprint or
yeah, or
done in. Yeah.
bad lighting.
So yeah, we're going to talk a bit about
Photography and fishing.
a bit of Kev's angling history and
Yeah.
what you've done with Legacy, and also
Yeah. I've been
a couple of photography tips as well. So
I've been fishing pretty much all my life, but on and off. But only recently really got into the carp fishing. Using the Legacy baits has certainly improved my personal best over this last 6 months. Going from,
how many times did you beat it?
I've been at about 8 times now in the last
times.
6 months. It was at 14.4 I think I had, but that was at another fishery. I'm currently sitting at £21 on the nose. Last week in 4 hours I had, 5 hours, I had 4 fish ranging between 16 and £20. So that was good fun. Yeah.
Well, I mean, as the media chap for the company, it's good that Kev's sort of angling has produced the good photographs that I can then use to put on the website or in promos for the future.
Exactly that, yeah.
And that's the thing, you want good quality photographs for people to perhaps recognise you, because it says a lot about an angler, how they've composed the shot and everything. I think fishing and photography do go hand in hand.
They do go very hand in hand.
Yeah.
Because I mean, like when we've come here, we came here a day early, me and Adam, to walk around, because I fish here quite a lot. Plus, I do the photography as well and videography. So we came around, had a look around, found some nice spots to do some photos and video.
It's good to have it all set up, but also it's not difficult things. You know, both you and I, we use DSLRs and everything, and they're not cheap. But with those simple tips, even a camera phone, you can vastly improve your shots. And there's nothing wrong with not going out and spending loads of money on cameras, because not everyone can. It is about saving time on the bank. You don't want to be leaving the fish out too much, but I see people rush it.
And get the wrong photo, it's all blurry because they haven't checked what they're doing first.
It's not like you've got 30 seconds, okay? Just slow down a bit. You keep the fish wet, because it is about the fish care.
It's all about
and everything.
fish care, really.
Yeah. Another one is it's the infamous selfie. I had to do 5 on Tuesday night. 5 fish during the night, and I wasn't going to wake anyone up just to do my shots, so I have a little remote shutter. If you do go and get a DSLR, get a little remote shutter. It costs £4. £4.
Cheap chips. Very easy to use.
You just tuck it. What you do is you hold it in your hand first, then pick up the fish, and then
take the button. Press the button, and there's your photo.
Yeah. See, it's just there's tactics, and then there's just little tips.
I've been here for like 5 hours, 4 hours, and I've caught 3 fish. Nice sized fish, 15 to £20, and everybody else around the lake's blanking, sat there with their arms folded, staring at me. As soon as you pick that hook up, beep, 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 you've got sensitivity.
Yeah, with a running rig. Yeah.
So.
Well, you know, I blanked for the first day here. Changed over to running rigs.
Took my advice.
I'm in the lead. Well, joint in the lead at the moment.
Yeah. Well, you got the biggest fish.
Biggest fish, smallest fish. This is at point of filming. And then
smallest fish, you might get dunked in the water for that. I don't know yet.
You've already gone in 5 times.
Well,
that's Mike. That's your fault.
We're having a good time.
Tell me about it.
But, and again, £16 common, bang on the mark, £16, literally off the rod tip. Fantastic bit of fight.
How you doing, boy?
Alright, buddy, yourself?
How's your fishing going?
Yeah, not too bad, not too bad.
Good.
Yeah, struggled at the start.
Yeah, you were peg 11 at the start, weren't you?
Down the bottom they seemed to build up this end.
Yeah, they were. There was a lot of fish this end at the start, weren't
they? Yeah, you were doing well up this end, but it weren't too bad. I'd done I think it was about 20 hours down there, then decided I had to come up this end. So,
that was a good move.
Yeah,
that's the thing about carp fishing, isn't it? Especially a lake like this, you know, you can sort of...
Yeah, but the move always works sometimes. Like, well, I was only up there half hour.
Even runs waters, that's a key. Even runs waters. If you've got opportunity to move into swims where the fish are, you do it.
Yeah, well, it's getting to know your water as well.
Fish
in the day and feed in the night and day. Like, because we come round with the fish finder yesterday, put it in, didn't we?
Yeah.
Not one fish. Well, there was one in the corner, wasn't there?
Yeah.
And that was it.
I just think they all pushed down that end last. They pushed all down the shallows yesterday.
Then they come back in the night, I reckon.
Look at Disco, comes down here all the time, works out the fish. Even he struggled yesterday.
Yeah, because he only got 3.
He only had 3, and like you said, he
rip it apart.
He do rip it apart. Yeah, he do. He's got a lovely little spod mix going there, and you know.
Plenty of people up here to help you.
Oh.
If you do need a little bit of a edge in the right way.
Yeah, you do.
There's plenty of the patch anglers. You can learn so much off the match anglers.
I think it's
And
a give and take, isn't
Yeah,
it? You know,
I think we're batting off each other now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're getting ideas from them, they're getting ideas from us. And we're playing the same ball game now, where years ago, never used to be, we're them and us. And now we're
very much so.
mingling in, and it works well.
Does
It
indeed.
works well. They've got some good tips, as well as we've got some good tips for them. So it's good.
So you joined Legacy this year.
Yes.
How do you think my little bait company's going?
Well,
Buck?
different world, isn't it, but different worlds. We've opened gates up, but open gates up. Before, never really sat on a bait.
No.
Tried different companies and that, and
Yeah.
they had some good baits. Don't get me
Yeah,
wrong.
they do
I've
have some good baits out
caught
there. Yeah.
fish on them, and well, most of them will catch a fish.
Yeah.
But not consistent. For me, anyway.
No.
We
okay.
were going, because I go with my boys here a lot.
Yeah.
Me and the boys, only 8, and we go along and we go to these different waters. And at the start, we was picking up one fish from like Horsted, for
Yeah.
example. Lovely bit of water, and it's not rock hard, but honest day,
It can be
you
moody.
yeah,
Yeah.
you know, we would turn up, we'd get 1, 2 fish. If it was busy, you might. Well, it was a run then. Go on. Getting sea, still eager.
That is. Go, 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 go.
Well, there you go.
Well, what do you reckon of that then, Bar?
Hey, you sit there all day, don't you?
I know.
Monday, Tuesday.
Right in the middle
struggling.
of an interview.
Yeah,
and,
that wanted to be seen, didn't it?
That's right,
Show
that's
off, didn't they, these cars? They
14,
love
nice
it.
little 14.5 common. You know, the reality is that you've got to be careful with your rigs.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
Oh, you've got to, that's the main safety.
The old cam, look, this is it. We yapping away, and he's giving us a beaut over there. Look.
Is he, look? Is
Hey.
he on it already? What's the matter? What's the matter, bro? You're getting upset.
He's now he's doing the old watch treatment. Look.
Look,
Well, I suppose we better wrap
yes,
this up,
mate. Yes, I better get that rod back.
You
out.
get that rod out, get
Let's
some more
see-
fish
yeah,
in,
see if we can get some more.
and
We should have
we'll
a
all get
good
together
day.
a bit later on. Yeah, shall
Yeah.
we? Have a few tinnies.
Definitely. You take it easy.
And you, buddy. See you soon.
later,
Take care.
mate.
Red mixed plum. That's all we're using up here, to be honest. Certainly feels a better fish. Whether it is another thing. Hard to say with some of the sort of fish up here. I'm not playing this too heavy because I've got fairly heavy rods here, really, to be honest. It's far too heavy for this fishery. A lovely fish. It's behaving itself. Again, caught on the Z mixed plum over a bed of hemp. And some freebies thrown over the top. Not a great deal. If you work hard enough and prepared to put a bit of effort in, you can catch fish like this all day long here. So, but yeah, if you're in the area, give Hinderclay Lakes a go. You can't go wrong with this.
Right, Tom, so we're on the 4th day now. How's the fishing going?
Well, it's been a bit slow at times, but considering the situation, I've had 11 fish, so I'm quite happy at the moment.
neck and neck with me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm waiting to get another one.
Yeah, you just yeah. Yeah, then you'll be in the lead. But so how long you been fishing Hinderclay?
Well, funny enough, I fished when I was young. Then I started again about 8 years ago, and I used to fish here every week for about 2 years.
Oh wow.
And at that time, I met Mike. That's a long story, but I met Mike from my wife because she had a problem with her computer. He came round, see all my fishing gear in the back of the car, and said, "Tom, would you like to come to Hinderclay with our social?"
Nice.
And we've been best of mates ever since. That was
Yeah.
about 8 years ago.
8 years. Jesus. So you've been with Legacy since the start then, haven't
Yeah,
you?
been with them since day one.
Lovely. Right. And you've seen it progress nicely?
Oh, far better.
Yeah.
I like Mike's concept that he liked to feed the fish, and the fish is the main important thing. He's not trying to just make money out of anglers like the main.
It's about catching fish and not catching anglers.
That's right,
I like
very
it.
much so.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
So-
Hang on. Right. 10 foot in the margin.
I ain't finished yet.
Go for it.
Check him
Like
out.
I say, when I put the chili hemp in with 2 handfuls each side, I also put 2 handfuls of plum dumbbells in.
Yeah.
And I don't put any more in till I've actually caught a fish.
Yeah. You just
So
top the swim up.
Just top
keep
it up.
ticking
I don't
over.
put any more in.
Yeah. And what you've been using on the hair as a hook bait?
Just the same as
Just
what
a single one?
Yeah, just
Yeah.
a single one.
Yeah.
Nothing topped on
Straight
it.
out the bag.
Yeah.
Don't need anything special.
No.
It's working for you, clearly.
I want to get it. Obviously, get the hook out of the fish.
Well, yeah. No, you want to
Get the photograph done. Get it back in the water as quickly as possible.
Yeah. But you mentioned photographs. So you do get some good fish photos, don't you?
Yeah.
We can rely on you, can't
Yeah. Of course.
we? Yeah. So we can always count on you to get some shots.
Of
But
course.
me and Kev, we were talking about, good photos say a lot about the angler.
Yeah.
If you've got a poor quality photo, the fish might be good, but no one can tell. But good photo, and then you never know where that photo could be. No magazine's going to have a blurry out of focus picture. That would be really good. Load of legacy fish on in the mags. That's good. Thank you very much, Tom.
Thanks very
Nice
much,
chatting to
Adam.
you.
Nice 17.5 mirror. Caught on Z Mix Plum as usual.
Right, Chris, so you've been joining us on the 4th day.
Yeah,
Yeah? How long are you here till?
I'm here till tomorrow and possibly may do Friday with Tom if he
Okay.
decides to stay, so see how that goes. But I've
Yeah.
only been here for a few hours, so see how it goes, like I say.
Yeah. You got the trap set and everything?
Yeah, I've got one just out in the margin,
Yeah.
not very far out, maybe a rod length from the reeds, and I've got one just straight out centre. I've had a bit of movement out there, but
So it's looking good?
it's looking alright. So like I said, I've not been here very long at all, so but
Yeah.
there's movement about the lake.
Yeah, no. The weather's interesting for fishing.
It's alright.
Yeah. It's not
Hopefully, no, it
catastrophic.
looks quite cloudy over there, so hopefully it'll cloud over a bit. So don't prefer it.
Yeah, yeah. So what bait are you using then?
I'm currently using the Legacy Baits Plum. Used it a fair few times. We also tried OCD, tried the banana as well, but Plum seems to be my favourite now.
Yeah.
Had plenty of catches on it. I started off using sort of shelf life boilies, never had much luck. Switched over to Legacy as I knew Mike for a family friend, and been mad ever since. I've sort of since I've been using it, it's been perfect sort of thing. I wouldn't go back to changing.
No. I mean, we've been following your fish captures and everything. You've had a new PB.
Yeah, so 24, that come on the Plum as well.
Yeah.
So first time fishing here today, so giving it a go with the Plum. Never used the dumbbells, so we'll see how it goes. Like I said, been here very short time, so hopefully something will go off.
Yeah, yeah. Well, I'm sure it will. If you've got the plum on.
I know,
You can't go wrong with
with
that.
the Plum. Recommend, get the Plum.
Yeah. Right, thank you very much, Chris.
Thank you, cheers.
Nice one. Well, there we go then. £21.12. Caught on again the plum dumbbell with a little adjustment to my rig, but again dipped in a little goop. Love that stuff. Top job, Mike. think we're going to get plenty of pictures. We'll move on to the 11th. Right, so as I mentioned, after I had that 21, I made a slight adjustment to my rig. The rig in question is what can only be described as a muzzer rig with a choddy hook, basically, and the choddy hook was the adjustment as I was using the typical curve pattern. So I'll tell you what, I'll show you how I tie it up. There it is. I'll start with a 16-ish mil Z-Mix Plum dumbbell. I drill out about halfway through with a 6mm cork bit, and then plug that with a slightly longer bit, so it protrudes out a bit, of 6mm cork. Then I whip on a size 8 choddy pattern of hook, KD style though, so you whip up 2 or 3 times, move the hair out of the way, and then whip up the bare shank. Strip back a good amount, but it's because I'm boilie pellet fishing, so I want a bit of sort of movement, a bit of putty, and then a big figure of 8 loop knot at the end. The rig's probably only about sort of 8 inches long, but I want the movement for when the fish move off with it, because they've always been caught sort of in the scissors as they move off to the next one, next bait basically. And that has been doing every fish that I've caught, so proves something.
What about this? 20 pounds, 2 ounce of lovely common carp from Hinderclay Lakes. It's been a fantastic couple of sessions we've had on here now. Lots of fish caught, a good few 20s. I think we'll end the DVD on this, and hope you've enjoyed it. I'm sure we'll do another one. £20, 2 ounce common. No, let's do that again. What a way to end the show with now I can't get this right. Start again. So just
Cut that one.
We're filming it.
I haven't filled it yet.
I can't wait back.
I go and catch this whopper, massive common carp, full £5, 4 ounces of it. Gorgeous. I think we're going to get loads of pictures of this. Don't want to miss anything. I don't want to put it back. It's an incredible fish.
Maggot drowner.
Guys, I didn't expect that.
How did I get that was going to come?